Morning. So today is not a good morning. The first thing I logged on Facebook, I saw another young fella got shot. And reading the article, it says a car drove up and gunshots rang out in the air. Now, it reminded me of a few years ago when we had the record number of murders, where every morning I used to log on and the first thing that came to my mind was, I wonder who got shot last night. And it's really bad to see a lot of these crimes are going unsolved, right? And to me, it's really strange that we aren't enforcing more drastic measures. More drastic measures meaning simple things like stop and search. You ever notice that the black squad have become normal police officers? You see them everywhere. They're at parties doing security. They pulling out people out of public vans because the van is overloaded. And it's like these police who used to be so, I don't want to say feared, but they were so effective in their initial launch. You understand? If you remember when Black Squad first came out, you would realize how society used to, I would say, respect them, right? Over the years, you see young men fighting back with Black Squad police. I think that incident happened on Layu, I believe. Yeah, it's like, yo, these guys just became so like nothing. No one cares. Yeah? And another thing as well. So people used to always say the crime was high because members in the previous administration were allegedly involved in crime. Right? So that's why it was high. Well, the administration has changed and Major Liquor came out and he spoke a few things on crime, right? But I always say the guns are already in St. Vincent. So, what can we do? First thing I said, you need to stop and search people. Even on the streets of Kingston, stop and search people. You see this tinting of vehicles? Yo, that's dangerous, very dangerous. You need to go at these things ruthlessly. No tinting of windshields, no tinting of the front driver and passenger side windows. All right. The only thing you should be allowed is a sun strip across the front of the windshield, no more than 6 inches, right? So it comes down in line with your inside mirror. Now, the reason why we need to be harsh on these things, right? It sends a clear message because I remember, was it last year or 2 years ago, where 4 young men got caught in a car and one of them had a firearm and the one went down to prison, I think. Now, all 4 of them should have gone to prison, unfortunately. Yeah? So what that would have started to do, when your partner come pick you up, first thing you're going to do is search that vehicle for firearm. Yeah? The driver, when he going to pick up your partner, he will search his partners, them make sure they don't have no firearm, because he know I go to jail. And I say this because that incident happened to me once. I gave somebody a ride, and then this man come showing me gun. Say, boy, yeah, nobody can do nothing. Me think with the ass, I really say, there, boy. Chop it, so everybody get firearm. Shocking. But I'll tell you something about harsh punishment and crime, right? I spent 6 months out in the Middle East, and they said out there, if you steal, they cut off your hand. And in that 6 months, I have never seen anyone without a hand. So I don't know how true it is, but I have never seen anybody out there without a hand. And closer to home, I remember I went to Mustique and I went to Basil Bar. And I looked in the little buggies outside and I see people leave the bag, the phone, everything just like that in there. So I asked my tour guide, I say, yo, what happened in here, guy? Nobody ain't go thief them things. And the man said, no, must teach you at anything like that happen, you're gone off the island, can't come back. And look at what happens. No one steals down there. Eh? Come on, man. Eh? Major, I really hope that you drink some Ezekiel Bush tea and wake up. Wake up. You need to do major things. And you need to do them now that you are fresh. You're fresh in the seat. So by the time the next election come around now, it is already normal. Anything you need to do it now. And do it harsh. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. But we really need to get on top of crime. Even with pre larceny, you know, all them stuff, boy. We need to get on top of it. Because farmers balling, boy. Yeah? But anyways, that's it. Nice and short. Comment and let me know what you think. Tell me if you support harsh measures or not. Alright? Bye.